Alfie Gilchrist agrees new contract with Chelsea. Matt Law exclusively reports that a new long-term deal to tie the academy product to the club has been agreed, and now needs to be signed and announced. Pochettino has shown great confidence in his abilities, and we expect Gilchrist to make even more progress next year. His style of action and shaved head are reminiscent of a young John Terry, and he has started to try to attract the attention of the fans in the same way, making some tough tackles and screaming at his teammates with extraordinary confidence for a young player without much experience. Calcio Mercato now indicates Chelsea could be Osimhen's destination. Osimhen is ready to say goodbye to Napoli, and Aurelio De Laurentiis is waiting to collect €130 million from his summer sale. It is said that the Nigeria international already has a deal in place, thanks to his agent Roberto Calenda, and he has even told those closest to him about his next club. Calcio Mercato did not specifically name the club, but said, "Hints point to Chelsea." Osimhen could possibly play a role in helping the West London club return to the top in England and Europe. Calcio Mercato suggests the striker will join Chelsea, but whether that is the case remains to be seen. Frank Leboeuf says Todd Boehly has destroyed the club. Speaking to ESPN, he said, "I'm sorry, but the people on the board have destroyed this club. That's what you have to face. How do you rebuild it? I don't know. It's going to take a long time. I've talked about it a lot, and I'm sick of repeating it. As long as you don't have reliable people, meaning experienced players, you can't build anything. This is what you face when you're trying to build an academy team. Chelsea players have no stamina, no heart, no brain. They don't know what to do. It's unprofessional and unfair to the people who love this club. I'm fed up." Real Madrid are reportedly willing to spend €40 million to sign Reece James. According to reports from Spanish media Fichajes, Reece James is being targeted by Real Madrid. Recent updates have painted a contradictory picture of the relationship between the two parties, but the latest story suggests that the Merengues are ready to spend €40 million to sign the Chelsea captain. Real Madrid have long held an interest in the Chelsea captain, although recent reports suggest they have ruled out a summer move. However, Real Madrid could get a player of James's quality, despite experiencing fitness problems in recent years. Chelsea looks set to strengthen its defense when the transfer window opens. Pochettino already has players like Thiago Silva, Axel Disasi and Levi Colwill for that position. However, whatever happens, Chelsea appear intent on adding a new centre-back to their squad, with Sporting Lisbon's Ousmane Diomande a potential option for them. Regarding their plans, Jacobs told Give Me Sport, apart from Thiago Silva, despite his contribution, Chelsea always planned to bring in a centre-back this summer. Ousmane Diomande is undoubtedly one name that is quite high on the list of possibilities. The challenge is the cost. This will not be an easy negotiation. Sporting made it clear to several players, including Victor Gyökeres, that you pay their release clause or number if they don't exist. Otherwise, you will leave. So that will be Chelsea's only concern. It's not that they don't value their players. They will move if it is financially viable. But what is important is whether they get value, because negotiations with Sporting will not be easy. Chelsea are interested in signing Brazilian goalkeeper Bento. In the last few days, when the Brazilian and British media reported on Chelsea's interest in Bento, there was a big fuss surrounding the Atletico goalkeeper. However, the Blues are not alone in this competition, because several Serie A teams are also willing to bring him to Europe. That's why Tuttosport features an interview with former Atletico coach Alberto Valentin. He said, "I saw he was very ready. Last year, Benfica wanted him, but the president didn't sell him. Bento is certainly ready for any top club. And I'm sure, considering I know Italy, he will have no difficulty adapting. Bento is also good with his feet. He knows how to read the game well. He understands when to make a short pass or a long throw. Do the same to pass with his hands." Florian Plettenberg has now claimed that Chelsea are monitoring one manager. He stated that the Blues are considering hiring him if they decide there is no future for them with Mauricio Pochettino. The pressure continued to increase on the manager at the weekend, as his Chelsea were only able to take 1 point from Stamford Bridge. Some supporters had enough to see how they felt about the Argentinian coach in the match. Regarding replacement candidates, Ruben Amorim is often mentioned as a potential candidate to take on this role. He is currently enjoying another highly successful season at Sporting Lisbon, and this has earned him a lot of praise in his relatively short career in the world of football. Plettenberg has stated that Chelsea are keeping an eye on him. He said, "Ruben Amorim, he is definitely a candidate for FC Liverpool in the summer. At FC Barcelona, he is also highly respected. Chelsea are monitoring him if things don't progress further with Pochettino in the summer." Amorim prefers a 3-4-21 system with 2 attacking midfielders who move freely between the lines. Similar to Leverkusen and Inter Milan, there are often 5 players up front as passing options. Have been told his release clause is said to be Euro 10M in the summer. Chelsea are in contact regarding Brazilian prodigy Estevao Willian. According to a report by Spanish outlet Sport, as reported by Sport Witness, Estevao Willian is a target for Chelsea. The Blues are stepping up their efforts to sign the Brazilian prodigy, whose release clause is worth €60 million. Estevao Willian is the latest Brazilian wonderkid to see his stock skyrocket as a teenager. The teenage prospect has spent his formative years so far with Palmeiras, and the club has become a breeding ground for talented players following the emergence of Endrick and Gabriel Jesus in recent years. Estevao's progress with Palmeiras has not gone unnoticed, attracting the attention of several top clubs. A move to La Liga, or the Premier League, could be on the cards, with Barcelona and Chelsea reportedly vying for his signature. Meanwhile, Palmeiras will set a €60 million release clause when parting ways with the youngster. Gallagher is among the players to be sold to raise funds. Chelsea are already set to receive some of the required sum of £100m via a deal to send Lewis Hall to Newcastle, which would fetch £28m, while Ian Maatsen's loan to Borussia Dortmund contains a purchase option of £35m. But even that wasn't enough, and with homegrown talent counting pure profits on the accounting sheets, they are set to shake off the triple bottom line this summer. The first is Conor Gallagher, who transfer reporter Pete O'Rourke claims will definitely leave this summer, even though his contract runs until 2025, and Gallagher has stated his desire to stay at Stamford Bridge. He is a target for the Premier League and could earn a big fee. But he's not the only one leaving. The same journalist claims that he certainly expects both lone striker Armando Broja and defender Trevoh Chalobah to be moved on this summer in a bid to raise further money to reinvest in the squad.